Ways to supercharge your B2B content strategy with original research. The human brain is divided into two hemispheres, left and right. Scientists believe there is a tendency for cognitive processes or neural functions to be specialized to one side of the brain or the other. How is this relevant to marketers? When going through various stages of the buyer journey, purchasers of B2B and professional services have a list of criteria they use to evaluate service providers and vendors. Being confident that you will receive tangible business results is a logical reason to want to work with a company. On the other hand, working with a company that has a good cultural fit addresses the desire to feel a certain emotion when working with them. Some criteria are intended to satisfy one cerebral hemisphere more than the other. According to a major study by Google, Gartner and Modista, B2B buyers are more emotionally connected to the brands they purchase than B2C consumers. On average, B2C brands had an emotional connection with between 10% and 40% of buyers. Contrast that with a majority of B2B brands had emotional connections with more than 50% of their customers. I can attest to this statistic. In 2019, I attended the Qualtrics X4 event in Salt Lake City, Utah. A few months prior, I led an initiative to switch survey vendors to the Qualtrics platform, which offered capabilities superior to our past vendor. The purchase was still fresh in my mind. At the event, speakers were able to tell compelling stories based on insights derived from survey data. Brands like LL Bean, Airbnb, and Under Armour all shared their experience turning raw data into insight, then insight into action. I left the event energized and ready to log into my Quadratics account and unlock its potential value. These speakers were able to use original research as part of their B2B content strategy, which appealed to the left cerebral hemisphere of my brain, associated with logic and reason. It reinforced key marketing messages, and satisfied the rational criteria I would use to evaluate brands like these. My biggest takeaway was that when speakers struck an emotional chord and packaged research with good storytelling, it appealed to the right hemisphere of my brain, associated with emotion.